We want to thank Dr. Stein, Rabbi Martyr, and all of you for making this evening exceptionally meaningful. We want to thank Larry from Deja Views. One of the great things about this is that these presentations were videoed so we can share them and kind of be able to spread this chizuk, this strength that we derive from having open conversations like this.
And we want to thank Rabbi Prand and Rabbi Frankel for the NCJ House for all that they do.
It's our pleasure. That's why we're here. So thank you to Rabbi Fox again for hosting. Looking forward to many more opportunities together.
So on behalf of the NG, thank you to the presenters. Thank you to Rabbi Brand.
It's awesome.
Everyone, we look forward to many more.
Looking forward.
And thank you to the participants who participated and asked questions and contributed.
So one of the, I guess, key words of this time period is what we're focusing on tonight, and that is relationships, because we talk about relationships between people, and ultimately we talk about our relationship with God, with the Ribono Shel Olam, who lives with us and gives us everything. So Mara spoke tonight initially about feeling safe and about being open, and Josh spoke about owning it, and then a lot of conversation kind of evolved from there. The truth is that these are some of the underlying themes of what Yom Kippur is really all about. And the whole concept of vidui, which means to verbalize our expression, our thoughts, technically they call it confession, but it's not really confession, it's a lot more about that, more than that. It really is about opening up and having a conversation with God when nobody else is listening. Because in the Beis Hamikdash, in this holy sanctuary, there was a miracle that took place. People would be crammed in next to each other on the high holiday, on Yom Kippur, and yet when they bowed, there would be space between them. So why did there need to be space when they bowed? Because when they bowed, they would confess. They would have a secret conversation with God. And that nobody else can be privy to. It's only your conversation. So what happens in that conversation? So vidui is exactly what you articulated for us tonight. It's about feeling safe to say, I fell short. And that I don't think that a lightning bolt is going to hit me right now. Because the person who's listening to me wants me to succeed. Hears where I'm coming from, understands the circumstance that I'm living in, and appreciates the fact that I'm going to own it. So vidui, this quote-unquote conversation, this confession, is expressing so many of the core components of a relationship. If a person didn't feel safe in their relationship with God, they would be afraid. And unfortunately for a lot of people, Yom Kippur is like the worst day of the year. People are petrified and they feel such a negative association. But that comes from a misunderstanding of the assumption of Yom Kippur. So we conclude Yom Kippur, unfortunately we get to this at the end. People are like, oh, I wish I knew that in the first place. At Ne'ilah, there is an expression that says, Ata no sein yad laposhim. God stretches out his hand to the wicked, to those who rebel, meaning purposefully reject godliness. And yet, he stretches out his hand, because his hand, the outstretched image of the hand is, I'm here for you. I'm ready to take you back. I understand. Let me help you. So those are a lot of the building blocks of relationships that you spoke about, bein adam lachavero, between family members and spouses, are really the exact same building blocks that we have on Yom Kippur in terms of an open communication, a conversation, when a person can say, I am scared. I'm scared about the financial situation that I'm in. I'm scared about the health situation. I'm scared about the fact that I've lost my way, and that I used to feel like I was a good person, and now I don't know what happened to me. And to have that conversation with Hashem, an open dialogue where nobody else is listening, and we could just kind of be there with him, it's almost like free therapy, right? The machzor is like a manual for free. It's amazing. They're just giving it away, right? And the conclusion, right? The conclusion of that whole Yom Tov experience is not a person feeling beaten down. It's a person feeling strengthened, that they have a deeper relationship with God. They come from a better place. And I'll close with one quote. Rabbi Joseph B. Soloveitchik, of blessed memory, said he learned the most important thing in life from his mother. Now, he was arguably one of the greatest Talmudists of the 20th century, one of the greatest Jewish thinkers, tremendous revolutionary personality. So what is the greatest thing, the most important thing in life? So he said, it was, quote, to feel the gentle pressure of the Almighty with his hand resting upon my frail shoulders. That's what Yom Kippur is supposed to leave us with. That God is just resting his hand on our shoulder. He's always walking with us. He's always encouraging us. And the shoulder, I thought, was a very powerful image. Because on the one hand, he's kind of nudging us forward. He's trying to say, grow, accomplish everything. Don't just sit there. But at the same time, he's saying, I got your back. I think that the image of the shoulder is very powerful. God is saying, don't worry. If you fall, I'll catch you. It's okay. I'm right there with you. And that's so true of our relationships, the healthy relationships that we're trying to cultivate, and hopefully what we'll be blessed with this year together for a Shana Tova, everybody, a Gemar Chasima Tova, a good year with health and healthy relationships. I thank you all for coming. Have a great night. Gemar Tov. All right. Shkoyach. Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terrific.
Thank you very much.